guys, it's your girl JS. I'm back. Hey, I wanted to do a quick video on my experience as flight attendant. Well, scratch that. My experience in flight attendant training. Yes, I was going to be a flight attendant, but I left. Let me tell you the ins and outs. I only did a week and a half of flight attendant training before I left, and it was crazy because I got sick. I got real sick, and it was like flu. Like I couldn't walk to the bathroom. It was really intense on my body, and I never had gone through that. I wanted to be a flight attendant. I was just like, yeah, the travel, the perks, you know, certain things, and everything happens for a reason. I learned a lot about myself after that, and COVID happened, and like all this stuff happened, and I was just like, just imagine if I was like a flight attendant and all this other stuff. So I thank God for, you know, that not happening, and I'm not being a part of like that occupation. But when it came down to flight attendant training, I did not know. It was like a lot of things they sold, and then it was like the things I learned after I started the training that they don't tell you. So when it came down to the training, they basically were trying to shove the training in about a month, when technically it should have been, I think, over the course of 2 to 3 months. But they tried to like cram everything like in your brain in a month and then put you in the air. And I was just like, wow. Each day we stayed inside this like facility for 15 hours a day. So you can imagine, I dropped so much weight, and I didn't know that the particular airline that I was working for was like the middleman. I thought it was like, okay, I'm going to be working for one airline and one airline only. I was going to be working for 3 different airlines under a middleman airline. So I was like, oh my goodness, what? So then, like, with the 15-hour training, cramming sessions, and also things like they had like a fake airplane. We also were able to get on a real airplane, which was a great experience. Things like CPR, all that stuff we learned, and things to do when people are on the plane. It's not just about passing peanuts out and stuff like that. It also was medical training as well, because literally we're like the doctor and the nurse on the plane if something was to happen. So it was just like, what is going on? I met some dope people. Some people, like my roommate was super cool. She was older than me, but the crazy part about it was we were from the same state. Like, I was just like, girl, what? Then it was times where like they had a whole lot of flight attendants because it was a high demand, right? But then sometimes, like when things slow down, I may not even be called into work, and then we paid like the bare minimum because I'm just sitting at the house chilling and waiting on them to call me. So it's just like, wow. Like, it's really like a on the call. Like, they're like, okay, do you want to work? Yeah, sure. Okay, put me on this flight. But sometimes work may not come, and then you're just basically getting paid the bare minimum each day. And I think like I know for this particular airline, it was like I would make the most, like if I wasn't working, it would be $1,000 every month. And I'm just like, I would have to work like 2 other jobs to make sure I was good. Like, wait, what? Like, for that every single day, my body was not having it, and my body kept getting weaker and weaker. And then the crazy part about it was we would end training at like 10 p.m. or like 9 p.m. and then have to find something to eat. That's why me and this group of women who were super dope, we went to the grocery store in this hotel for a certain amount of weeks that we were doing the training for free, but everything else we paid for. And we were also getting paid, I think it was like every other week. Like, the hotel gave us like breakfast every morning, and it was super dope, like hot breakfast, not like just cereal and bagels and stuff. Like, no, little lunches for myself, like chicken tenders and stuff like that, because yeah, we were able to eat, but it really was like so much going on, and it was just like. And then by the time we got out, sometimes I didn't even want to go and eat. It was just like too late. I don't eat after 10 o'clock. Like, that's crazy. Unless I'm like out with friends. I'm not eating like that, no, every single day. We were getting out like 8. Sometimes we got out early and we were so happy. But then it was sometimes we got out like 10, depending on what we were learning that day. 10 and 11 p.m. Tests. Like, we were quizzed like every other day. It was just crazy. And if you didn't pass, they gave you a time to like retake the test, but then sometimes if you fail, like, you had to go. Then a lot of people were left before I did, like, because they had family emergencies and something happened with them, and yeah, because literally if you miss one day, you have to go. To have tattoos and stuff, and then some people were like wearing certain clothing where they were trying to cover their tattoos, and when we had to try on our uniforms that we were going to potentially wear, they had to leave because they found out they had tattoos in certain areas that they like were going to be shown in certain uniforms, because like I said, we worked for 3 different airlines, so it was 3 different outfits, and that means like if it was short sleeve and you had tattoos on your arm, then no. So it was just like certain people that I really got close to, they had to go. Experience I will never forget, and I wanted to share just a snippet of it with you guys. Just, oh my goodness, if you ever thought about being a flight attendant, if you are a flight attendant, let me know your experience in the comment section. But yeah, that was my short but sweet experience. But tough experience. I was just like, what? So much going on, like, no, I am not built for this. All right, but yeah, an experience I definitely just have stored in my brain. I love you guys so much. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you later.